What we're doing is we are exploring a basic head template, and I'm using watercolors to paint them quickly. You can create so many different kinds of heads using the same exact template. You change it a little bit here, you change it a little bit there, and you've got a completely different person. So hopefully this project will show you that I use the same template every time and I create 100 different faces. Did you guys notice in the beginning how I started with the circle? You can even still see the circle underpainting under here. First I do the circle, then I divide it in half vertically. Then I take my circle and I divide it in half again, and I used 50% of the circle and I add it to the bottom. So it's 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 on the proportion of the whole head. Then I take the head, the whole head, and I divide it in half, all the way from the top of the skull to the bottom of the chin. Not counting the hair up here, that's extra, but just the skull part, where the top of your circle is ending. My whole head. Divide the line right across the eyes, right across this part of the eyes. I think you could just barely see my reference line going across here. I mean, maybe it's a scudge low, but you know. Then the nose, then from this line to the bottom of the chin, this part, divide that in half. Make that be the bottom of the chin. I mean, the bottom of the nose. I almost said words. Then from the bottom of the nose, I mean that bottom little tippy part right there, to the chin, I divide that in half. And before, when I was learning in art school, I was always lining things up with the corner of the mouth on that half. But after I watched Steve Houston explain it, he likes to cheat it up and make the bottom of that line the bottom of this lip. And to tell you the truth, ever since I started pushing it up that last little bit, things really started to work out between the the front view and the and the side views from last week. getting that bottom lip to be the dividing line of halfway. I mean, one of the things that Steve Houston likes to adapt over the Riley and Loomis head models is he agrees that the eye line sits on halfway between the length of the whole head, and the nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin, and the bottom of the lip is halfway between the nose and the chin. But Steve always says, if you want to cheat, and you need to cheat, because, you know, is you could fudge this line up and fudge this line up. You know, after you make your baseline measurement, you can fudge them all up. And because he likes to have a nice, royal, elegant chin. You know, this distance is tough, you know, to figure out. Another reference point going across on the basic head template is, I don't know if you noticed when I was laying it out, I divided the width of the head. First I marked the center, you know, between the circle width. And then I marked between the center of that, or actually be quarters. So it'll be 1/4, half, 3/4 whole. And then I divided those in half so that I could break up so that the width of this eye is half an eye, 1 whole eye, 1 whole eye width, another eye width, and a half an eye. So that's half and half is 1, then 2, 3, 4. You see my guidelines come down from the corner of the eye, the edge of the nose, and the corners of my mouth are a little bit outside that. In some of the other models that we learned in art school, they're taking you down from the iris all the way to the corner of the mouth. And that's like a little bit far from me, but it's, you know, it's a guideline. Part of the things that you'll see in Loomis and Riley is they'll draw ovals here. I have a little bit of it, so you can show the muzzle coming out. You could do one big one here from underneath the eyes all the way to the chin, this oval. Then you could do another one from on top of the nostrils to the top of the chin here. And that's a cone projecting outwards. Call that the muzzle, but the lips are out. I don't know if that helps you any, but that's kind of how this painting's been working out. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'll try to answer them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Ask any questions you want. I usually answer them in the comments. You can subscribe here, and I'm going to put all of these videos in a playlist that you could find here. Thank you for watching, and I'll wish you well in your painting. Thanks a lot.